Hello, friends. I am John, and I am the 3D 80s kid. Hello, friends. Welcome to episode 32. This is going to be another SGC blind reveal video where I first show my cards raw and give a grading prediction and then do a blind reveal. Since SGC has now made their pricing structure a bit different where you can get some discount with bulk, I'm going to be doing these less frequently, but with more cards. So that's why it's been a little while. Now I have got a 22 card order with cards that range from 1913 to 1964. First, though, I want to give a quick shout out. I have received my Mossy Claus Christmas card. Thanks, Scott. And Scott is just an awesome guy because I was not originally on his mailing list, but I made a comment on the first video I saw where someone received these, which happened to be Decon, and had commented to Doug that I was jealous and I wished I could be on Scott's mailing list. And Scott happened to see my comment and then reached out to me and got my address, and now I'm on his mailing list. And not only that, he included a 1980 Topps Dale Murphy card as well as this newer Willie Mays card for me. So Scott, you are awesome. Thank you very much. And now on to the show. Up first, let's see the cards and my grade predictions. 1913 Parker Brothers game with the Napoleon Lajoie game card with the blue tint. So when I look these up in pop reports, they appear to grade very well, with typically getting 7s or 8 as the most common grade. And since I can't see any flaws on this one, I'm going to guess an 8. Up next is the 1913 Lajoie game card with the red tint. And this one, with a little bit of marking, I'm going to predict a 7. The 1940 play ball, Walter Johnson. This one's got a little bit of roughness on the side and the strange discoloring around the leg area. This one's a bit rough. I'm hoping for a 1.5. 1953 Bowman color, Enos Slaughter. We've got fisheye right in the middle there. Some pretty friendly corners. I am predicting a 3 on this one. 1964 Topps Beatles color number 1, Meet John Lennon. This is a nice looking card. My first pop culture card to grade. I'm going to say a 4. The next one from the same set, card number 2, Meet Paul McCartney. This one looks a little better, so I'm going to predict a 5. Same set again, 1964 Topps Beatles color, number 3, Meet George Harrison. This one's a little bit rougher shape, so let's say it's a 3. And last from the Beatles, number 4, Meet Ringo Starr. Now this one, with that chip in the back, I'm not quite sure how it's going to grade, so I am going to predict a 2.5. Now, I've got the 1960 Topps Ernie Banks that I am crossing over from PSA with a number 4 grade, and so I am going to predict the same grade of 4 from SGC. 1960 Topps Brooks Robinson, looks like a 3 to me. 1960 Topps Whitey Ford, another 3 on this one. The number 55 Bill Mazeroski looks a little rougher around the edges. How about a 2.5? Number 210 Harmon Killebrew looks like a 3. Number 240 Louis Aparicio. This one's pretty nice. I'm going to say 5. Number 264 Robin Roberts. How about a 4 on this one? Number 295 Gil Hodges. Little roughness on the edges of this one. I am going to predict a 2.5. Number 305 Richie Ashburn. This one's pretty nice shape. I am looking at maybe a 5 on this one. Number 335 Red Shandeist. Another really nice shape one. About another 5. And Sandy Koufax, card number 343. Now this one's got a little notch on the edge there, so I am predicting a 2.5. Number 365, Minnie Minoso. Looks pretty nice. How about a 4? Number 395, Hoyt Wilhelm. Not quite. A little severe with the centering on this one. I think we've got a 3. And last card of the order is number 490, Frank Robinson. Really nice looking on this one. I am thinking a 5. All right, up first is the 1913 Napoleon Lajoie from that Parker Brothers game. And it is, the blue tint one will be first, and it is oh wow, it is an 8. I know I predicted it, but just seeing it in person for real with something that is 109 years old, it's pretty cool. So an 8 on that one. Up next is the red that I had a 7 predicted on, and it is, a 5. I guess there was more than I saw on that. These ones are just completely different feel from a baseball card, but still, this thing looks great. It is 109 years old and has a 5. So, regardless, I am very pleased to get these back in a tux. So, up next was the kind of rough shape 1940 play ball Walter Johnson that I predicted a 1.5, and it has gotten a 2.5. Is SGC a little bit easier on pre-war as far as the grades go? Because I'd swear this thing would be in similar condition to a couple of my Willie Mazes that got 1.5s, and yet it's got a 2.5. So if anyone's more familiar with pre-war grading, let me know if there is a little bit more slack they give on those ones. So there we go, a 2.5. Very nice grade for this. And my 1953 color Enos Slaughter, I predicted a 3, and it is, a 5. That is a lot better than I thought for what really is a beautiful card. But I thought the things I was seeing as far as technical grading were going to knock it down a little bit more. That's a really nice grade. I guess a 5 for something in the 50s is usually the goal, right? So up next is my first Beatle, which is John Lennon, and he got a 4.5, whereas I had predicted a 4. So pretty close on that one. And that just looks gorgeous in a tuxedo. Next is the Paul McCartney that I thought it would be a 5, and it is a 3. So something I didn't see there on this one. Not sure exactly, but whatever. Grades don't really matter that much. I'm just trying to have fun with the predictions. It, again, looks great in a tux, and that one being the most centered looks really nice in that slab. Up next with a prediction of a 3 for George Harrison, and it got a 4. Another great looking card. And then Ringo, that looked the most off center and a little chip in the back, so I predicted a 2.5, and this one gets a 5, the highest graded Beatle that I thought was the lowest. Clearly, I don't know what I'm doing at all for these pop culture Beatles cards. But these will look great on my wall, won't they? All right, and now my PSA crossover of Vintage Sanctuary, Adam's very generous gift of a PSA 4 Ernie Banks, is now a 5 with SGC. So whatever deducted the score from PSA, it apparently does not deduct as much in the SGC system. So here's the proper showing for these cards. And there we go. And up next with Brooks Robinson, I predicted a 3. And this one is a 3. So I nailed that one. And next we've got Whitey Ford, and prediction of a 3, and I've got a 5. Alrighty, I'll take it. And now we've got Bill Mazeroski. 2.5 was my prediction, and 3, so pretty close on that one. All right, next, Harmon Killebrew. I predicted a 3, and it got a 3. All right, another nice card for the wall. Louis Aparicio. I thought this one looked like a 5, and it got a 7. Wow, my highest graded 1960 Topps card at this point. That is an awesome grade for this card. All right. And Robin Roberts, it looked like a 4 to me, and it got a 5.5. Clearly, I am being too harsh a bit, at least on most of them. So, up next, Gil Hodges, I thought was a 2.5, and it got a 4. Man, I was too harsh all over the place. It looks so much better in its tuxedo now. And Richie Ashburn, I thought looked like a 5, and it is a 6. Another excellent grade. And a red Shane Deist, I thought was a 5, and it is a 3.5. What did I miss? Not sure. sure I'll take a look at it later, but just to satisfy my own curiosity. All right. Sandy Koufax thought it was a 2.5. I'll certainly take a higher grade if they want to give me one. It is a 3. All right, that's pretty close. Wasn't sure how they would ding me on this little notch there. Thought it would be a little more than it was. So, but a 3, that's a great grade. Mini Minoso had a 4, and it has gotten a 5. All right, just a little too harsh again by my predicting. And Hoyt Wilhelm, prediction of a 3, and it got a 4. So, last card of the order is the Frank Robinson, which I predicted a 5, and it got a 3.5. That is another mystery that I will solve later. All right, so thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this little walkthrough. This order was significant for me as it completes my 1960 Topps project for this year. And it's going to fill up my bottom shelf there to then have 2 rows of 60 Topps complete on my wall. So thanks for watching. I will see you next time.